Redacted.
You drop the word guys
Yeah.
from come on in, guys. So every time a challenge starts, Jeff, there'll be no one on the beach, and Jeff will say, "Come on in, guys." Yeah, they'll all come in. Now, at one point, was it last season?
It was 41.
41.
When we came back after COVID, after Black Lives Matters, Me Too, all of this stuff was happening in our culture, all this great movement.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so you brought them all together, and you had said, as you guys know, or as you all know,
Exactly.
I usually say, guys, let's open up the forum here to see what you thought about it. And what I love about that, because I've said this to you recently as well, is those little moments where I see you at the end of the show say, you say, okay, you guys get together, and then we'll start the challenge. You have like a couple of seconds now of you going, all right.
Yeah.
And I love seeing the little behind the scenes bit. That was a great thing that featured in the show, where you say to the contestants, you're going to decide. It's not going to be an audience thing. It's not going to be a producerial thing. You guys are going to decide. And they decide to drop the guys. So from now on, you just say, come on in, right?
Yeah, and you've said guys like 5 times in that. I mean, that's the problem with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked me, because I have not had a chance to comment on this since it happened. I learned from someone who told me, we were talking about it, and I said, people have criticized, like, we're too woke. Like, you should never do that. And I said, well, I don't know. I have 2 kids. I have a boy and a girl. And had I said 20 years ago, come on in, ladies, everybody would have thought that was weird. I want my daughter to know, if you think that's a weird word, gender-wise, I got you. I don't want to be that guy, that person, that guy. But what somebody pointed out to me was, the mistake I made was I made it a moment. And in that way, I made it about me. And he said, if you just didn't want to do it, just stop doing it.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that, because I was uncomfortable with making it such a big deal. But one of the things about Survivor, it's like, if you're a Howard Stern fan, you listen to 30 years of Stern, the shows from 25 years ago, he might not do today.
Yeah, he'd be canceled, right?
Right. So I have made lots of decisions creatively, or my grammar, or whatever, that I wish I could change. But I try to treat myself the same way as we treat players. That's what I said. Yeah. So that's in the show. We were, in my defense, it was so top of mind. Everything, our language, how we were treating each other. Yeah. I mean, unconscious bias, which I'm still trying to learn about my own. Yeah. So I was really concerned that I don't want, this is my one opportunity. We've been off the air, COVID happened. So I made that decision. If I could do it again, I would do what this guy suggested. And he's a big movie producer, a very smart guy. And I would have just done it and said, this was for me. Yeah. And I don't have to explain it.